LOCKDOWN spells lockdown. Well, you know what? We're getting out of lockdown and we're getting out of bingercise. Hey, this is Robert with a new episode, the brand new episode called Emerging from Lockdown. We don't need Bingercise anymore because we are getting out of lockdown, and you and me and all of us are going to learn how to do this in a healthy way. Hopefully you got changed perspectives during this grind we've been in for over a year. And we're in the fitness studio, which most people on Bingercise have never seen before, I don't think, because this is part of emerging from lockdown. We get out here and exercise like we used to, right? Do some of the things we used to, but with a new perspective in our head, because we are not just emerging from lockdown. You and I together are just going to end it. Not in a week, not in 2 days from now. End it now. Not physically, but here in our head, brain and mind. And you may notice, by the way, I have the door open right behind the camera here. So I want to bring the outside in. There's still some sunlight here at 7 p.m. in New York City. And fresh air, that's part of the connection with nature, right? Getting outside again. Breathing. How about that? One of the 7 foundations. So right now, we're going to start emerging just by doing some stuff. I'm kind of stiff because I've been doing a lot of stuff at computers and desks and things today. So join me right now, and we're going to do some stuff. What do you say? I can't hear you. You know what? I'll never be able to hear you over here. Hopefully you're yelling at the computer screen at the top of your lungs saying, Robert, let's just go. So here we go. Let's start by breathing. Put your hands here, right under your ribs. Inhale through your closed mouth. So inhale through your nose. And exhale. Inhale. These hands down here, right below your ribs, right at the bottom of your ribs, really. Those are the ones that should be doing all the moving. Nothing going on up here too much. Mostly here. Exhale. Exhale. Okay. We're going to incorporate some movements. Just follow me as best you can. Inhale. Reach up. Stretch up on the inhale. Exhale. Don't just bend forward, way forward. So start on your neck, your upper back, your middle back, your low back. Bend your knees at the bottom. Then inhale, come up. Breathe in. Exhale. When you come up, roll back up in your spine. Reach up on the inhale. Stretch up. I recommend doing this throughout the day. If you've been sitting, you're going to emerge from lockdown every 30 minutes. You're going to get up from that desk and you're going to do something like this. Something where you're standing, you're vertical, you're changing position for a minute, 2 minutes. Then go right back to whatever it was you're doing. You're going to emerge from lockdown because you've learned that there's more to life than you thought there was after being locked away, right? Inhale. Here we go. Reach up. And exhale. Inhale. Part of that is your health, right? Inhale. Just keep going. So during lockdown, you heard a lot of reports. We're still hearing them. A lot of anxiety and depression. A lot of isolation. People losing sleep. People putting on weight, people letting themselves go, right? Divorce rates went up. Alcohol consumption. A friend of mine works for a liquor distributor. He told me last year, he said, this is the busiest year we've ever had. Every month was almost like it was just holiday season, he said. It's unbelievable. So there's a lot of drinking and a lot of stuff going on out there. But it also gave people a chance, let's do 2 more of these, to get some perspective. some people kind of stepped back because they weren't, let's say, making that, take a breath here, making that long commute to work and back. And they started seeing, wow, I've been killing myself driving to and from work every day. Now I'm working at home. Yeah, it brings a different set of problems with the kids and stuff here. But man, what's really important in my life? Well, hopefully you found out one of the important things was your health. Did you do anything about it? A lot of people didn't. That's why we had Bingercise, because figured a lot of people were just sitting around binging on food, way too much food, junk food probably, eating out of boredom, eating out of depression, eating out of loneliness, anxiety, whatever it was, stress. I would say stress during this last 14 months has climbed considerably. So that's where movement and breathing and sleep and passion and 4 of the 7 foundations come in. So let's do the next thing. Now we're going to reach up like we just did, except now we're going to squat or try to bend your knees. If you can't bend your knees, walk your hands forward here and come down, right? But don't just bend over and round your back. Try to bend your knees when you do it. So let's try this again. Inhale and exhale. We're changing body position, changing posture here. Then stand up. Now, let's say that's too deep for you. Maybe we take, let's say, a stool or something. In this case, I have 2 yoga blocks, right? Inhale. You can just hold them. These are very lightweight, right? Soft, but firm enough to support you. So inhale, reach up. Exhale. Maybe you can only squat this far. So I'm not really bending over so much as I'm bending my knees and my hips, right? Bending over would be like this. Squatting's like so. Then stand up. Now you have different heights with these blocks. That's why I like them. This is the easiest. The next easy would be a little shorter distance if you hold the blocks this way. So inhale, reach up, exhale, take them down, squat, touch them, and stand up. Again, touch them and stand up. Then the shortest distance would be to hold the blocks this way, right? A little bit wide, but if your hands are big enough, you'll be able to do it. So inhale, squat. Now in this next one, we're going to squat. We're going to step back onto one knee, then the other knee. Then you're going to step back, doesn't matter, whichever leg, and the other leg back to the squat and stand back up. Now you could use books maybe for this, but these yoga blocks do make it very easy. They're not that expensive. You can get them. So, while you're emerging from lockdown, if you're still working from home, there's absolutely no reason you can do 10 of these. Let's say you've been at the desk for 30 minutes. Get up and do 10 of those. 30 minutes later, get up and do 10 of those reaches with the waves, right? 30 minutes later, let's try something else. Let's put these blocks down. We're going to reach one arm at a time. This is a simple side bend. To do this, take your feet close together. Step 1. Here's how a side bend works, right? As you bend to the side, let your hips travel a little to the opposite side. So as I'm bending to my right side, I'm letting my hips go out to the left a little. Come up tall, then go to the right. Then we'll add some hand. And by the way, you can slide one hand down your leg to see how far you can bend. So maybe you can reach your knee. Maybe you can get below your knee. Don't bend your knees. Stay tight in your legs a little bit. But then we can add a stretch. Here, 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 here. Slide one hand down the leg at a time. Again, we're standing and we're changing position vertically. I'll explain why this is so good in a couple minutes. Reach. Now, the last, we can put an additional stretch in. I love this one. We call this one the sleeve pull. Come across, pull your wrist like you're pulling your sleeve into the side bend with your other arm, right? Then the other side. Each time, stand up in between, nice and tall, and pull and stretch. So you can pick, and that's good enough. Hopefully you've been not just watching me, you're doing it, right? We are coming out of lockdown, and you just sitting down passively watching me is not going to do you any good. Get up and join in. Come on. So that would be another 30 minutes. Now, let's say you want to work on some strength, and you're sitting at your desk. Let's say you're at your office or something. Let's say this is your desk. I mean, it's not much of a desk. It's kind of like Bob Cratchit. Mr. Scrooge, can I leave 5 minutes early today? Something like that. So this is for strength. If you watched any Bingercise episodes during the past year, two or three times I think I showed some isometric exercises. That's for strength and for maintaining your muscle. This is holding your muscle without movements against some kind of resistance. One resistance is gravity. Now, not everyone's going to be able to do this one. This one is actually pretty tough because the objective is to do this for 90 seconds without stopping. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. If you can't even get up off the chair to do this, well, here, I'll show you. Put your hands on the desk in front of you, like so. Set your feet not real wide, about the width of your hips, a little wider maybe. Then stand up. A taller table's a little better, but we'll use what we got. And then lift your butt off the chair, I don't know, about 5-6 inches, like so, and hold. You're going to hold this for 90 seconds. Now, some people can't even get up here. Your job here is to push as hard as you can trying to get up. So you may be pushing like this, and you can't lift your butt, but you feel tremendous amount of work. That's your isometric exercise. If you're up here, let's get back up. Look straight ahead. By the way, no slouching like this. Let's keep your head and chest up a little bit. You can get a little lower to the chair if you want. And the same breathing we were doing during the, that's 30 seconds, by the way. We're holding this for 90 seconds. If you can't hold the entire 90 seconds, come back down and still try to stand with as much effort as you can, even if you can't get your butt off the chair. Do not stop until the 90 seconds is done. Whether you're sitting on the chair, or your butt's in the air, or you're doing half and half, maintain that effort for 90 seconds. The strength benefits are tremendous from something like this. It doesn't look like much. Let's get back up again. Yep. So this could be done at a desk. Let's say we have a minute in and we got 30 seconds to go. So your breathing might have to get a little deeper. Let's say you have to sit. I'm still maintaining. I'm trying to stand here without leaning forward. You may notice a different starting time, ending time. We're starting these episodes now at 7 p.m. East Coast time from now on instead of 6. Hopefully more of you will have a chance to watch this. So, emerging from lockdown. Here's what I want you to take away. Every 30 minutes, this is what you're going to do. You're sitting at the desk. You're working, especially when you're working from home. You're working in an office, less so with this stuff. We'll have to come up with other strategies for you. But you're at home. Get up from the desk every 30 minutes. Spend 1 minute. You can take those 3 things I showed you and do those. You can go back to previous episodes and do some stuff from there, but just keep coming back because I'm going to give you tips, hints, advice to emerge from lockdown in better shape than ever, because probably developed some bad habits during the lockdown, and it's time to end them. Kill them. Let them die. Not today, not tomorrow. Now. Kill them. End it. Because only when you end something is there room for freshness, something new. And we're going to create a whole new something emerging from lockdown. Stay with me. Let's do this together. Check out my Wednesday morning stream on Facebook and Instagram. You can go to the website, youngerthanlastyear.net. There's more stuff there. And we have virtual classes available. You can take a free trial with me, just you and me, virtually, to see if the classes are for you. You can sign up there at the website. All you got to lose is time. And no time like now. Hopefully, the lockdown showed you that, well, let's put it this way. The most telling statistic, and then I'm going to close this out. I believe it's 94% of the people that actually died from the virus all had underlying conditions. 94%. What does that tell you? It tells you that you better start looking after yourself, right? This was a wake-up call, hopefully for you and me. But now we're waking fresh and we're coming out of lockdown. We're ending those habits. We're ending lockdown. And when I say ending it, I mean up here in your head, right? And then we're going to create something new out of that ending. So let's you and I do one thing each day to be younger than we were last year. And I'll see you next week, hopefully without all these technical problems. Take care.